Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're doing something a little different. We're going to dive deep into a song I wrote called Granite and Salt. This isn't just a song to me, it's an anthem for a place that's etched into my soul. Maine. I wanted to capture the essence of this state. Its rugged beauty, its resilient people, and the deep, often unspoken connection to the land and the sea. This video is a behind-the-scenes look at the story behind the lyrics, the emotions that fueled them, and the images that inspired the music. We'll break it down verse by verse, line by line, and explore the heart of what it means to be from Maine. Let's start with the first verse. It opens with a very specific image. I drove through Augusta in the falling rain, past the Kennebec's dark and rolling vein. I wanted to ground the listener immediately in a real, tangible place. Augusta, the state capital, and the Kennebec River are central arteries of Maine. The falling rain sets a somber, reflective mood, which is a big part of the Maine experience. It's not always sunny postcards. There's a lot of grey, a lot of quiet contemplation. The line where the mills once hummed and the timber came down is a nod to Maine's industrial past. The decline of the mill towns is a story of economic hardship, but also of incredible resilience. It's a history that's still very visible. And then, the same old names still hold this town. This speaks to the deep roots people have here. Families have been in these towns for generations, and that creates a powerful, sometimes complicated, sense of community and identity. This verse is about setting the stage, not just geographically, but emotionally and historically. The second half of that first verse gets more personal. My grandfather's hands were calloused and worn from pulling traps before the dawn. This is a tribute to the working-class spirit of Maine, especially the fishermen and lobstermen. It's a life of hard physical labor dictated by the tides and the seasons. It's an image that's iconic to the state. The calloused hands symbolize a life of toil and sacrifice. And his words, he said, "This land don't give. It just takes and waits to see if you've got what it takes." That's the core philosophy. Maine isn't an easy place to live. The weather is harsh. The economy can be unforgiving. It's a place that tests you. It demands strength and perseverance. There's a profound respect for nature's power and an understanding that you don't conquer it. You learn to endure it. This line is about the character that is forged in that environment. Now we move into the pre-chorus. The wind off the water cuts straight to the bone, but something about it feels like home. This is a feeling every Mainer knows, that raw biting wind coming off the Atlantic in the fall or winter. It's uncomfortable, it's piercing. But there's a strange comfort in it. It's a familiar feeling that connects you to the place. It's the feeling of being alive, of being present in this powerful landscape. It's that beautiful contradiction, the harshness feeling like a homecoming. It's about finding belonging, not in spite of the challenges, but because of them. It's the feeling of knowing you're exactly where you're supposed to be, even when it's difficult. This line is the bridge between the struggle and the love for the place. And that brings us to the chorus, the heart of the song. We're built from granite and salt, from the cold that won't quit and the storms we fought. This is the thesis statement. Granite represents the unyielding, solid foundation of the land and the people. It's tough, it's ancient, it's enduring. Salt represents the sea, the corrosive, ever-present force that shapes the coast and the character of the people. It preserves, but it also weathers. We are products of this environment. The cold that won't quit and the storms we fought are literal and metaphorical. We endure the long, brutal winters and the nor'easters, but we also endure economic downturns, personal losses, and life's hardships. Every scar is a map of where we've been. Every winter makes us strong again. This line is about embracing our history, our struggles. The scars aren't things to be hidden. They are testaments to our survival. They tell our stories. And the idea that winter makes us stronger is a fundamental truth of living here. You don't just get through winter, you are refined by it. It forces a certain kind of strength and introspection. It's a cycle of renewal through adversity. The second verse shifts the focus to another iconic Maine image. The lighthouse stands where the wild shore breaks, casting its beam across the grey and the wake. Lighthouses are symbols of guidance, of hope in the darkness and the storm. They are stoic, lonely sentinels. They represent a steadfast presence against the chaos of the sea. Find solid ground on these jagged shoals. This is a direct tribute to the fishermen, the sailors, but also to anyone who has faced incredible hardship. It's about finding stability and footing in the most treacherous of circumstances. The jagged shoals are the dangers, the hidden perils of life, and the ability to navigate them is a learned skill here. It speaks to a deep, quiet strength that I've seen in so many people from Maine. Then the verse turns inward again. There's a church on the hill with paint peeling white, where my mother prayed through desperate nights. This brings in the element of faith, but not in a simple or easy way. The peeling white paint suggests something that has endured, that's weathered, but is still standing. It's not a pristine, perfect faith. It's a practical, weathered faith, the kind that gets you through the night. And I don't know if anyone heard those words, but we're still here. And that counts for something. This line is about the ambiguity of faith and prayer, but the certainty of survival. The outcome is what matters. Maybe the prayers were answered, maybe it was sheer grit, but the fact of endurance is the ultimate victory. It's a testament to the power of hope, even when you're not sure if you're being heard. It's about the act of holding on. The second pre-chorus mirrors the first, but with a different image. The pines stand tall through the bitter cold. There's grace in surviving, or so I'm told. The Maine state tree, the eastern white pine, is another symbol of resilience. They stand straight and strong through the worst of the winter. They bend, but they don't break. This line connects human endurance to the natural world, and there's grace in surviving. This is a key idea. Survival isn't always pretty. It can be messy and hard. But there is a dignity, a quiet beauty in the simple act of making it through. It's a lesson learned from watching the natural world around you. It's a more hopeful reflection, an acknowledgement that there's beauty in the struggle itself. Then we hit that chorus again, and hopefully, by this point in the song, it feels even more earned. It reinforces the central theme with the new context from the second verse. The ideas of guidance from the lighthouse, the desperation of prayer, and the grace of survival all pour into the meaning of being built from granite and salt. It's a reaffirmation of that core identity. The bridge is where the song becomes intensely personal and connects the past to the present. I carry their blood. I carry their names. I walk these roads through the loss and the pain. This is about heritage. It's about feeling the weight and the strength of the generations that came before you. My grandfather, my mother, their stories are now my story. I walk these roads is both literal and metaphorical. I'm physically in this place, but I'm also navigating the emotional landscape they created. And when I'm tired and I've had enough, I remember I come from tougher stuff. This is the moment of personal resilience. It's the internal monologue when things get hard. It's drawing strengths from your roots, from knowing the struggles your ancestors endured. It's a reminder that the same strengths that granite and salt is inside you. It's a source of power. And that leads us into the final powerful chorus. It's sung with more intensity, more conviction. After the journey of the verses and the personal reflection of the bridge, this final declaration is a culmination of everything. The line, "Yeah, every winter makes us strong again," is added for emphasis. It's a final, defiant shout. It's not just a statement. It's a belief system. It's the idea that we are not diminished by hardship, but are actively strengthened and renewed by it. It's a cycle of resilience that defines the spirit of this place. Finally, the outlet from granite and salt. From granite and salt. It just fades out, repeating the core phrase like a mantra. It's meant to echo, to linger in the listener's mind. It's the bedrock, the foundation of it all. After all the stories and images, it all comes back to these two simple, powerful elements. It's the DNA of Maine, so that's granite and salt. It's my love letter to Maine, a state of profound contradictions, harsh and beautiful, unforgiving and nurturing. It's about the people, their quiet strength, their deep connection to the land and sea, and their ability to endure. It's about finding a home in the struggle and grace in survival. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me through the song. I hope it gives you a deeper appreciation for the lyrics and the place that inspired them. Let me know in the comments what it makes you think of, or if you have your own granite and salt story. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.